Let's move to the 11th question of our data engineering interview questions playlist. What are the different types of blobs in storage account and Azure storage account? So, earlier we saw that for storing, we can use a blob service, which is provided by Azure. And in that also, there are three types. Why? Because everything has a different utility. So suppose you just want to store text or binary data or audio, video, structured, unstructured data. For that, blob would be the best, the default one. How we actually do have been doing it till now. You just go to Azure storage, you just create it normally, and it has the option of ADLS also. You can upgrade it to Azure Data Lake Storage, where hierarchical namespace is enabled, which lets you, which is good for analytics purpose. Second is append blobs. Now, you just don't want to store the files. You also, it is basically for appending operations. What I mean by that is for adding operations. Suppose you want to add any file, right? So for that, for yeah, such as updating or adding data in VM, and for append operations, VM virtual machine. Suppose you want to add any data or update the already existing data. In that case, append blobs are by far the best. The third is page blob. This blob is created and used for storing virtual hard disk and serve as disk for Azure virtual machines. So as I told you, Azure is a cloud company which provides multiple services like storage, virtual machine, something else for storage developer, software developers, machine learning engineers, something might be there. It has different services. Um, so it has a service virtual machine. Now that virtual machine, it will need a place to store its data virtually. So page blobs work wonderfully with that. Let's go to Azure portal and see how it really works. Let's go to Azure portal. I'm already inside the Azure portal. You can go to storage accounts from here. Once you go inside the storage account, let's see how this blob, append blob, and page blob really works. So suppose this is the already created storage account. So this one, okay, let's go to this one, ADLS, which is by default, which was created, which is a blob, right? Let's go inside of it. Now, if we want to use the uh, append blob, let's go inside the data lake storage. Now let's go inside any container. Okay, let's go inside it. Now, suppose I want to go to this upload. Okay, let's first upload any file. Okay, CSV DMARC billing for an example, which is XLS. It's fine. Let's go to advanced. Here you can see the option blob type. So you can choose the append. Let the block size be it for now 4, which is fine. Access tier, which we already chosen earlier. Upload to folder, use the existing. Let's see upload. Here, when we do that, this is not our normal blob type. This is append blob, right? So here you can use it. And so this was an example of append blob. Now, the third was page blob, which is quite interesting if we want to store virtual hard disk. So for that, you cannot just create it here. You will need to do it while creating your storage account. So suppose I went to storage account and I want to use the page blob. Now, while creating it, I can put these options, but here, if I go to performance and if I go inside the premium, I am getting the option premium account type page blobs, right? So you can simply choose page blobs from here, which is best for random read and write operations. And you can then review plus create your Azure storage account. In this way, It's your choice how you really want to use it. If you just want to store the information, block blobs are by far the best. If you just want to for appending operations for updating an existing file or adding the data in virtual machine, append blobs are there. If you are looking for something that store virtual hard disk and it serves as a disk for Azure VMs, page blobs are the best option. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you.